Yale psychiatrist Dr. Bandy Lee, who helped put together the book, The Dangerous Case of Donald Trump, where you had 37 mental health professionals warn us about how dangerous Donald Trump is. Dr. Bandy Lee recently did an interview with Raw Story, where she talked about the fact that Donald Trump, as the Mueller investigation closes in on him, is going to become even more dangerous than usual. And the reasoning she uses is basically what we're seeing happening right now with the president. You know, just a couple days ago, as Raw Story pointed out, Trump said, I don't care about the Mueller investigation. I'm not worried about it. We got Rosenstein and people, who cares? But deep down, as Dr. Bandy Lee says, he's panicking. He is freaking out. He has not stopped thinking about this. And it's evident through his actions. I mean, think about what's happening right now. Donald Trump is pushing harder than ever for that border wall. He wants to talk about it all the time. He wants to shut down the government over it. He wants to shift the conversation of the nation. If he didn't have that wall, if he didn't have that government shutdown, which could happen again in just a few weeks, what would people be talking about? Well, they'd be talking about Mueller. They'd be talking about Roger Stone. They'd be talking about the indictments that are probably coming very soon. They'd be talking about all of these bad things about the president. And so he ramps up his need for a wall, his desperation for a wall. And that's what we're talking about. And on the other side, the other thing he's doing that's drawing a lot of attention, although not as much as it needs to be drawing, because this is incredibly important, is the fact that we might be in a war with Venezuela within the next few months, especially if John Bolton has his way and wants to send those 5,000 troops to Colombia. That is a distraction. That is a war of distraction that Donald Trump might be willing to wage if the Mueller investigation continues to inch closer and closer to him. And that's what these psychiatrists are trying to warn us about. This is an unstable man. This is a man who is not fit to hold the position that he currently holds. And as he senses himself being backed further and further into a corner, he is going to lash out like a frightened animal and do whatever he can to get himself out of this position. Whether it's shutting down the government to demand a border wall, or launching a new war in South America just to distract the American public. Nothing is off the table, but all of it serves the same purpose. It gets the public not focused on Robert Mueller for a few minutes and focused on these other distractions that Donald Trump has created just to protect himself from the bad media coverage. There's a new documentary out right now on Netflix called The Devil We Know. Now, this documentary tells the story of how DuPont, through the manufacture of Teflon, along with 3M, poisoned people all across the planet. Featured prominently in this film is our own Mike Papantonio, who actually handled the cases against DuPont for this C8 poison that was used in the manufacture of Teflon. This documentary, The Devil We Know, and you can find a link to it in the description of this video, tells the complete story. It says what DuPont did, what they knew, and it interviews Mike Papantonio. It pulls clips from the media to complete the story of just how corrupt and disgusting DuPont's actions were, and more importantly, how they managed to get this toxic chemicals into the bodies of roughly 98% of the population. Most of us right now are walking around with DuPont's poison inside our bodies, and we don't even know about it. And that's why this documentary, that again is available on Netflix right now, the link is below, The Devil We Know, tells you exactly how that DuPont poison got inside your body.